Now I have to think of like some sort of intro for this. I don't often talk about rough country, but when I do, I'll tell you the 5 things you probably didn't know about rough country suspension. So starting with number 5 and counting down, the thing you probably didn't know is that Rough Country actually started in 1975, so they're a relatively older company, but for the first 11 years of their life, they were only making aftermarket shocks and not what they're known for today. Banker, you can't even say anything bad about this script because I just watched your video and then copied it. So number 4 then, one of the things they are known for is being cheap. And not necessarily always in a good way, but what Rough Country tries to do is build you the best bang for your buck lift kit. Why are you back in the video? So when they're designing their kits, they're taking both the price and quality into mind and trying to find a happy medium where they can pump out a lot of kits for a really good price, and that's why you see Rough Country on a lot of trucks. So number 3, with that in mind, part of being associated with being cheap also means you're associated with being like a Chinese brand. And that's not 100% true with Rough Country. So the kits are actually designed and engineered right here in the United States, actually in Tennessee. But that doesn't mean that some of the products aren't manufactured in China. But nowadays, I mean, if you like Amazon and you love your Prime shipping, almost anything you're buying is coming out of China, which doesn't mean it's a bad part. It just means that it's able to be produced for a lower price. The number 2 thing that you probably didn't know about Rough Country is that they're getting better. So what I mean by that is they've really taken a new step forward in their lift kit game, and they're trying to make their kits so that they can maintain factory ride quality. Now, if I'm being 100% transparent, I'm being 100% honest with you guys, I'm going to say that they're not quite there yet. So anybody that owns a Rough Country kit now and has one of the new kits with like the new upgraded shocks that they're offering, the NX3 series shocks, or the full replacement lift struts, the ride quality is definitely better and it's definitely improving. So that's why you see a lot of trucks still running the Rough Country kits. But if you've driven an older truck with one of their older lift kits, you probably know that the Rough Country name goes hand in hand with the rough ride quality that you get. But again, so many people are buying them because you can pick up a Rough Country kit super cheap. The other thing that the older kits are doing is really pushing the limits on your truck as well. So your CV angles or your upper and lower control arms or your ball joints all tend to receive a little extra stress as compared to the other kits on the market. And now, again, I'm talking about some of their older kits, and they're trying to resolve that with the new kits on the market. And as they come out, we're going to keep watching that to see what happens with those newer kits. So number 1 then, the last point on my list. If Rough Country is so bad, why do so many people still run Rough Country? And I've kind of mentioned it throughout the entire video, but I'm sure you get the understanding that Rough Country is cheap, and by cheap I mean affordable. A lot of their 6-inch kits for most trucks you can pick up for like $1,000, which in the lift kit world is pretty affordable. And they're pretty simple to install. Banker, who's our lead installer at Offset's Garage locally in Appleton, he runs a Rough Country on his truck, and he's our main install guy. So he knows that you get what you pay for, but he also isn't gonna spend a whole bunch of money if you're just trying to get into the game to have a lifted truck and you're really all about the appearance, or you don't drive it that much, or it doesn't bother you, you don't drive down the highway, you don't have a long commute to work. There's no problem with the Rough Country kits because they do what you need them to do. If you're trying to get a 6-inch lift, it's gonna lift your truck 6 inches. They look great. They don't have like crazy warranty claims or anything like that. We don't often see components breaking if it's just your standard daily driver. So those are the 5 things that you probably didn't know about Rough Country, or maybe you did. And if you'd like to get further involved into this topic, we actually did a full video. It's like 10 or 12 minutes long or something like that, where we really dive into the history of Rough Country, where they came from, where they are today. We talk about how they manufacture their kits. We talk about the employees, their facilities, and really dive into it to show people exactly what the truth behind Rough Country is. Make sure you like, make sure you share, make sure you subscribe. Watch my video a couple times so I can try to beat out Banker. He did the other video. I'd rather you guys watch me. Like I said in the last one about the BDS video, the more people that watch this, the better my bonus. It's not actually true. I don't get a bonus. I just do this for fun. Peace.